settings make me, I don't know, it just depends on the group. I'm not even gonna lie. So, and like I said before, I just don't like being around certain types of people. People just aren't good people, and I don't like superficial people. I don't like, I mean, you could be what you want, but I just don't want to be there. So I would prefer to be by myself. I don't want to be fake, and yeah. I care more than I show. I may not always reach out, but I think about the people that I love all the time. Checking in mentally feels just as real as sending a message, even if I forget to do the message. So, I don't know. I think about you. Maybe I might not call. And I know I should do better. I promised my brother on the last spiritual shift that I would definitely do better. Because people love me and I know it, and I love people, and I want to make sure that, I'm doing the right thing by them, but also I wanted to make sure that I'm doing the right thing by myself. And yeah, so I may not always call when I'm supposed to. I'm totally guilty of that. Plans or commitments, okay, so plans, when I make plans with people, I really have all the best intentions on really wanting to do what I said I wanted to do with you, but then for some reason it's almost like by the time either it gets to the date of it or, I don't know, because it just depends on what it is. So sudden changes or spontaneous invites can feel overwhelming because, in a great world, I would want to say yes, but mostly I just want to say no because I just don't want to be around, whoever could potentially be there that I just don't want to be around. My house is comfortable. I like it there. It's not that I don't want to go out either. It's just that I don't know how to explain it. Either way, sometimes I say yes when I should say no, no when I should say yes, and sometimes, I don't know, I moved away to be by myself, and so that's why I still don't know anybody where I live at, so there's that. I'm more adventurous in my head than in real life. Y'all, people give me so much credit for being so outgoing, and that's because when I do decide to go, it's a thing that I can do. Like, I put on for my city. I do what I need to do in order to get through the process. But y'all don't realize how much it takes for me to have to, just get involved. So, my mind is an infinite playground. Sometimes more exciting than anything outside my door. Like, it just is a real thing. Yeah, there's that. I'm not broken, I'm just wired differently, and being an introvert isn't a flaw. It's a rhythm. I march to my own beat, and while it's a little quieter and less, exciting, I guess, for everybody else, it's great for me. So, yeah, no, I'm not broken. I'm very much okay. It's just that when other people look at how I am, I feel like I'm being judged more than anything, and worry about yourself. So these are my confessions, not excuses, just truths. A small window into how I feel and how I see things and how I navigate the world, and I'm not judging you, so please don't judge me, but these are my confessions, just when I thought alright. Thank you. I love you, bye. These are my confessions. Man, I'm thrown and I don't know what to do. Guess this is part 2 of my confessions. If you haven't seen part 1, please go look at it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to follow Broad-Minded on Spotify. Thank you for being here and putting up with my shenanigans. So, there's that. Thank you. Go with God. May you find peace in every moment, strength in every challenge, and love in all that you do. Trust the journey, for you are exactly where you're meant to be. The universe universe supports you, and your light is a beacon of hope for others. Keep shining. Reclaim your destiny. Untangle, untie, remove, unbind. Anything that was touched, return what's mine. What left my soul, by trick or force, return it now to its rightful course. No harm I send, no ill I sow. Karmic laws guide what each must know. No ties remain, no paths confused. What's theirs stays theirs, what's mine I use. Through time and space, through night and day, I call back all that's mine to stay. By sacred law and soul's decree, I walk my path, I'm fully me. From webs unseen and cords now frayed, that stolen paths be now repaid. By fire and air, by earth and sea, I call back the life that belongs to me. No fate may swap, no will invade. The lines are drawn, clarity conveyed. No block shall hold, no walls confine. What's meant for me is now aligned. By light of stars and moon soft gleam, I claim my truth, my destiny seen. As I have spoken, so shall it be. The chains are broken, I walk free. I stand in truth, forever free. By sacred law, so mote it be. Welcome to Broad Minded, the podcast where we dive deep into the unseen, the unexplored, and the misunderstood. I'm your host, Tylishia, and today we're peeling back the layers on a topic that's as fascinating as it is unsettling: destiny swapping. Have you ever felt like you were living someone else's life, like your blessings were somehow being redirected or stolen? Or maybe you've watched someone thrive in ways that didn't seem earned, while your path feels blocked for no apparent reason. If so, you're not alone. In this episode, we're exploring the metaphysical concept of destiny swapping, a phenomenon where life paths and karmic roles seem to shift between individuals, sometimes through manipulation, energetic interference, or spiritual sabotage. We'll talk about how it happens, the warning signs, and how the universe always restores balance in the end. This conversation will touch on ideas like karmic debt, spiritual protection, and the power of divine timing. Because no matter how things look on the surface, what's meant for you cannot be taken away. You know, what's meant for you will always be for you. That's just simply what it is. We'll also explore practical ways to reclaim your energy, reset your path, and step back into alignment with your true purpose. Whether you've experienced something like this yourself, or simply curious about the deeper forces that shape our lives, this episode will leave you with insights, tools, and a renewed sense of trust in your personal journey. So grab a cup of tea, let's get comfortable, and open your mind as we delve deep into the unseen world of destiny swapping. This is Broad-Minded, where we expand our understanding one conversation at a time. And be mindful, this is for entertainment purposes only. You guys can weigh in, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and follow Broad-Minded on Spotify. Alright guys, let's get into this. So we got destiny swapping, a spiritual perspective on manipulation and divine balance. Okay, so guys, this has been something that's been coming up a lot lately. For those of you that don't know, I do spiritual coaching. A couple of my clients lately have been asking me about, could their destinies have been swapped out or changed with someone else's? My response is, what's for you will always be for you. It's karmic law, divine law. Where did the thought of destiny swapping come from? The idea of destiny swapping isn't widely recognized in mainstream philosophy or psychology, but has roots in various metaphysical, spiritual, and occult concepts. It draws on the themes found in folklore, karmic theory, and energetic beliefs that explore how people's life paths can be influenced, redirected, or manipulated by external forces or individuals. Here are some key influences and origins that may have contributed to the thought of destiny swapping. Number 1, karmic interference and energetic manipulation. In many spiritual traditions, it's believed that people can accumulate or interfere with each other's karmic energy. The idea that someone could intentionally or unintentionally alter another person's destiny aligns with beliefs about energetic manipulation through spell work, curses, or negative intentions. Some practitioners believe that envy, ill will, or magical interference can redirect blessings or block someone's path. 2. Body or soul swapping in folklore and mythology. Folklore and mythology offer various stories about switching bodies or identities, usually through magic or divine punishment. These stories often revolve around envy, deception, and attempts to steal someone else's fortune, status, or destiny. For example, in some legends, witches or sorcerers use spells to swap places with others to live a better life or to avoid a curse. This echoes the idea of one person taking what is meant for another. 3. Twin flame and soul contracts. Within the New Age and spiritual communities, there's a belief in twin flame, soulmates, and soul contracts, preordained agreements between souls. Occasionally, the idea emerges that someone might interfere with these contracts, attempting to swap fates by forcing a connection or blocking the path of another soul to benefit themselves. The concept of destiny swapping resonates with this, implying that someone could try to steal the opportunities or alignment meant for another person. 4. The concept of borrowed power in magic and mysticism. In occult traditions, some believe that individuals can attempt to borrow or steal another's energy or life force. This can involve tapping into another's good fortune, talents, or destiny through rituals or spiritual interference. The idea of destiny swapping aligns with these practices where someone tries to alter the flow of someone else's fate for personal gain. 5. Jealousy and envy as energetic forces. From a psychological and energetic standpoint, the idea of destiny swapping can also reflect the effects of jealousy. When someone envies another person's blessings, career, or relationships, it's believed in some traditions that this negative energy can block or divert the blessings intended for another person. This idea feeds into the notion that blessings may be swapped or misdirected. 6. Biblical and religious parallels. Religious texts also explore themes that reflect the idea of stolen destinies or blessings. For instance, in the Bible, the story of Jacob and Esau shows that Jacob deceived his father to receive the blessings that was meant for Esau, Genesis 27. Although not a direct example of destiny swapping, it symbolizes how blessings and fate can be altered through manipulation, which resonate with this concept. 7. Modern interpretations and spiritual awakening. In recent spiritual discourse, especially among communities focused on energy work and manifestation, there is an increasing awareness of how individuals might feel blocked or energetically off track. Some people describe these experiences as a form of destiny swapping, whereas they sense that others may have manipulated or interfered with the opportunities and experiences they were supposed to receive. This belief reflects the desire to reclaim personal sovereignty and restore alignment with one's true path. In essence, destiny swapping is a modern way of framing ancient spiritual concerns about energy manipulation, deception, and karmic balance. Whether approached from a mystical, psychological, or religious perspective, it reflects a deep-seated fear of losing control over one's life path and a desire to reclaim what rightfully belongs to the individual. That was a lot. Most people probably wouldn't think destiny swapping is something that could actually happen. To them, life is shaped by choices, circumstances, and sometimes just plain luck, not someone manipulating behind the scenes or trying to manipulate fate. They're more likely to attribute success or failure to hard work, timing, or external challenges rather than spiritual interference. However, those who believe in energy, karma, or the idea that people can affect each other's paths might be more open to the possibility. For most, though, it would likely sound like an interesting concept, but not something they seriously consider in their day-to-day lives. Now, one of the biggest questions is how destiny swapping might occur. Here's some theories and practices. Intentional manipulation. Some believe that individuals engage in occult practices or spell work to redirect another person's blessings, talents, or life path toward themselves. This may involve rituals intended to align the manipulator with the victim's energy, sometimes masquerading as love, friendships, or mentorship. Energetic theft. In energy healing circles, the idea of energetic vampirism plays into destiny swapping. This occurs when somebody repeatedly drains another's energy, creative ideas, or spiritual power to improve their own life, often leaving the original person feeling depleted or stagnant. Another way is identity interference. In some twin flame or karmic relationship teachings, destiny swapping is framed as one soul trying to take on the role or lessons meant for another. This is sometimes described in cases where karmic partners attempt to block or interfere with twin flames or soulmates from coming together. Here are some specific examples to illustrate how people might interpret these concepts of destiny swapping in different contexts. So, intentional manipulation, occult practices, or spell work. An example, a jealous colleague upset by someone else's promotion consults with a spiritual practitioner to perform a ritual aimed at shifting success towards themselves. The ritual may involve binding spells or energy alignment to block the other person's opportunities and open doors for their own advancement. Another example, in a toxic friendship, one person might disguise their intentions as mentorship, offering advice while performing subtle rituals or affirmations to absorb the other's talents or blessings. The friend receiving the help may notice that their own career stagnates while the manipulative person's life flourishes. Energetic theft, energetic vampirism.